Matthew Cashion here, and today I'm with Elite Series Pro, Jamie Hartman, and we are talking about the Icon Chatterbait Rod. The Chatterbait Rod has become one of the most popular rods for Cashion rods. In the Elite Series, it was the F904-71B. Well, in the Icon, we've taken the same action and power and rolled that into the Icon design. Starting with the materials, the Kevlar grip, and the design of the rod is an Icon, but we're keeping that action, keeping that power, because it's so well designed for throwing the chatterbait. Now, Jamie, tell me a little bit about what you like in a chatterbait rod.
Chatterbait rod should be more of a parabolic action, and that's what we've done here with this. The Elite was perfect. Now we've done and put it into the Icon series. The grip, super. I mean, you guys nailed it with that. So comfortable when you put it in your hand. But having the 7-1 and the medium heavy with a chatterbait, you want that fish to load up on your bait. So you'll feel him tick because of the sensitivity. You'll feel that little tiny tick when he eats it, but what he's doing, he's coming up behind it, ticking it, and then turning with it. Some bites are ferocious, especially a smallmouth, where you can get on them a lot quicker. But the important part about throwing a chatterbait with the perfect chatterbait rod is you want that fish to load the rod. So as you keep reeling, you feel that tick, and then your rod starts to load, and you pull into them. And what that allows it to do is get that chatterbait back in there further. There's a lot of guys have struggled in the past with it, not being able to, they pull the trigger too fast, but if you pair that perfect rod and you have that disciplined hook set, you'll stick them in the roof of their mouth way back in there about every time.
Awesome. And what's the line setup that you'd like to use?
It depends on how thick the grass is, 15, 17, or 20. And you can even go with like a 30-pound braid when you get into some real thick hydrilla or something. Hydrilla is, pretty nasty stuff. So, but main thing is, doesn't matter what you're throwing, as long as you can keep that chatterbait down there far enough to tick the top of the grass. Okay. It should be ticking the top of the grass every cast. That's gonna up your percentage to get them fish to go. And you'll get it hung up and you can crack it out. And if you're having a lot of trouble cracking it out in thick grass, go to the braid. This rod will allow you to go to the braid. Put a 30-pound braid on there, and that fish, just let them load up and you get them.
And straight braid?
Yes, sir.
All right, straight braid. And what applications are you looking as far as structure? Like you'll throw a chatterbait, I know, around the country, but not everywhere has grass.
Right. So grass, wood, docks. I mean, the chatterbait has sprung out, and you can use it for so many applications now. So there's many applications for it. It's just a super popular technique these days.
And then trailer, what do you like?
Trailers vary. Man, there's 3 different trailers: a craw trailer, a shad trailer. Well, really 2. Anything like a swim bait on there. You're either mimicking a shad or bait, something like that. Or you're going with a crawfish. So depends on where you're at and what they're feeding on. Let the fish tell you, what they want. That's what I do. If they're looking for a swim bait on the back, I'll throw it. But I'll start off, if I'm on a new lake, a new body of water, with both setups, and I'll just let the fish tell me what they want.
So guys, you're hearing it. The details matter so much. And the chatterbait rod, we are very proud of this rod at Cashion Rods. It is quickly becoming one of the best sellers at Cashion Rods because of its versatility. Of course, you can throw the chatterbait with it, but there's so many other things you can do. But it is dialed in for a chatterbait, 7'1". It's the right length. You got a little length if you're in open water, or if you're working around structure, you can be more accurate with your casting. So check out the Cashion Icon Chatterbait Rod.